On the College Voice, don't cancel us, but we are talking about cancel culture.
And yes, your fave taste testers are going to try not to make your day sour.
Y'all have no clue what y'all reading.
And find out what we think about being blind in love. College Voice starts right now. They switched. And
I'm here with the Bella Palo.
And we have Alencia and Salitra over in the control room, and we have lots of interesting topics to talk about
very
today.
Interesting. Hopefully,
I mean, we'll see.
We're over here though. How's everyone feeling? We going strong. We filming. We got energy.
Feeling good, yes.
Looks like that
Little bit.
picture. Need some more coffee. It's cool though. All right. With modern day social media and technology, it's not uncommon to find past tweets, posts, and comments celebrities may have posted years ago. Sometimes this can work against them, especially when those posts and tweets may be derogatory and offensive. When past tweets or posts are exposed like this, fans are quick to cancel celebs even though those comments may have been from years ago. So what do you guys think? Do you think offensive posts from the past should be held against celebrities during current day? Or do you think depending on what might have been said, fans are right to cancel them? Or do you think since it happened so long ago, it should be put behind them and left in the past?
I have a lot to say about this. So,
All right,
if
you
you
go
don't mind
first,
me
girl.
starting off.
Yes.
But I do not think that this should be a thing. I'm very against it. I think, I mean, I can understand if it's like a year ago or whatever, but I think a lot of the times, like, the world is constantly changing, opinions are constantly changing, life is constantly changing. Celebrities should not be canceled for something that they thought or thunk or said 10 years ago. You know, like, it's just frustrating almost. It frustrates me, like, to watch someone pull up a tweet from so long ago and then they judge them today. And it's like,
Based off their past.
Yeah, I'm like, everyone's constantly changing. I mean, I've made mistakes. They've made mistakes. It's just so frustrating when they're like, no more, I'm not supporting this, even though it happened 10 years ago. It's like they're changed people now. Like,
Yeah.
especially when they apologize and they're like, that wasn't a good apology.
What you feel about it, Lindsay?
I have feelings about this too. Okay, so while I agree that people do change, because like let's say for instance, I am never the type to overshare on social media, so nobody's ever gonna catch me slipping. But I would hate for people to hold the things that I said about me, the type of things that I may have said when I was 11 or 12, because who knows what I was talking about back then.
Right.
But I feel like people do have the right, like if it comes out that somebody did something or said something that they don't agree with, they have the right to no longer support them if they don't want to. I'm not saying they have to lose their job or get fired or like get completely canceled by everybody, but if one specific person is offended by something that somebody else did, they can freely not support them, not listen to their music, not watch them if they so choose. Like, I don't feel like there's nothing wrong with that. I don't feel like they should be publicly shamed.
I think my opinion ties to what Lindsay is saying. I think you have the right to not support something, but it takes a bigger step when you're on social media begging everyone else to not like them.
That's pathetic.
Or trying to get a joined hate train.
Yeah.
It's just like some really hater stuff to do to me, in my opinion.
Right.
Cancel culture, like, it's some people I canceled because I didn't like that, but that doesn't mean I had to comment on it publicly. And I just think that's the environment we're in with this social world. Every opinion, people feel like they have to post it or elaborate publicly on their platforms, and I just think it's really unnecessary. But this whole topic really just ties into like something my mom always tells me, like, once you post something on the internet, it never goes away. She just says that over and over. Sorry to be hitting this, but she just says that over and over and over again. Like, once you post something, it never goes away.
Yeah, I think it's especially hard with celebrities and just like people in the public eye that became famous when they were younger. Like,
Yeah.
just Justin Bieber, for example. I mean, like, just using him as a hypothetical, he became famous when he was like 10. So, like, what could he have been saying at that time as a literal 10, 12-year-old?
A 10-year-old that has everything.
Right, like, so
That's a good
obviously,
point.
you know, especially when you have like a younger celebrity or like public, you know, leader or something, that they might be saying something stupid or like, you know, not very smart when they're younger. And it's like, how can you really expect them to know better at certain times? Like, I definitely don't agree with if someone said something like 10 years ago or even like 5 years ago, like, yeah, you can hold them accountable for it. Like, you shouldn't have said this. And if the person is like, yeah, you're right, I shouldn't, I deeply apologize for that, like, they apologize for it and see that they were in the error and make an effort to change, like, going
Yeah.
forward, then I think, I mean, yeah, you always have the right to accept the apology or not, but like, it, like Salitra said, it shouldn't be this huge hate train where like
Yeah, people
everyone
want you
makes
to join
mistakes.
it.
Everyone is
Yeah.
human. We all say things that we regret or maybe shouldn't have said, you know, once in a while, but
Yeah.
like we shouldn't hold that on someone forever because how are we any more perfect, you know?
Yeah. This
Bring-
reminds me of that Kevin Hart situation where he said those homophobic, like tweets on his Twitter years ago, and I think in a like old comedy special, and he apologized for it a couple times. But when it came to the Oscars, him getting that job, it was a whole like another hate train about it, and then he was asked to apologize again, and then he chose to like not
Yeah, 'cause
apologize.
he said, I've already apologized so many times for this.
So that reminds me, this whole thing reminds me of that like instance of the cancel culture. Yeah. Well, we may have different thoughts about canceling celebs. Well, kind of similar actually. But now it's time to hear the thoughts from our favorite taste testers. Next up, we have Anna and Bella trying an interesting treat. You don't want to miss this.
Well, this week Bella and I tried sour pickle balls. Stay tuned because this might have been one of the weirdest things we have ever tried. Hello, Taste Test Tuesday viewers. Today we will be trying sour pickle balls.
It'll put us in a pickle this week.
It says deliciously seasoned with a little kick. So I don't know if I'm expecting spice or just sour.
Are these actual like pickles that
I don't know.
Oh, well, when I squeeze them, they kind of like change shape. So I'm wondering if they are like gummies that are seasoned with pickle flavor or what.
It says it has chili powder in it too, so I'm a little nervous.
I'm nervous too. Like they don't look like actual pickles. Oh, the package isn't even open all the way and I can smell it. It smells just like pickles to me, like opening
Yeah.
up a jar of pickles. They look like little rocks.
Yeah, they look like rocks, but they're still squishy. Oh my
I'm
gosh.
scared.
Okay. Ready?
What is this? What? Oh, you're gonna spit it out?
Yeah. What is that? Literally, what is that?
It was like a gummy. It was like, but it wasn't like chewy. It was like soft,
Literally
Soft?
turns everything green.
soft pickle flavored candy. Why did it turn our mouth this green? Anna and I both just like spit out the thing on the ground.
But it's not even like it's gummy on the inside. Like it's all the same texture.
It's just soft. It's like the weirdest thing.
And it was so sour. It was like
sour.
straight vinegar.
It was just weird because it had like the same exact taste of a pickle, but it was like soft.
Yeah.
The weirdest thing ever.
I just don't get it. Like I don't get what it is. And how much color is in it?
There's the fact that it stained our mouth like this, and we had it in our mouth for like 2 seconds. Like,
I mean, you had the whole thing in your mouth.
well, like, cause I was trying to decide should I keep eating it, but I just couldn't.
It took over your entire mouth. Like, you couldn't get a fresh breath of air.
God, we get to wear a mask when we go places, because people are gonna be like, what the heck? Did she eat Shrek?
Right when it hits your tongue, it's like
It's
over.
right away.
Yeah.
It's right away.
I would give that a 2 out of 10 because, I mean, it does say sour pickleball, so, like, I wasn't expecting greatness, but, like, it was just, like, not even good. Like, I like pickles, and it wasn't good.
Yeah, I'd probably give it a 1 out of 10. The point just coming from the fact that the marketing was straight on. We got exactly, what the packaging said that we would.
Well, we were left in quite a pickle this week, but we'll see you next week. Bye. Exciting news, we brought the pickleballs for Salitra and Alencia to try.
We're ready to put you guys in a pickle.
Man.
I hate pickles.
We
I
have
hate
it
pickles.
here. If y'all can see, y'all gonna put the back camera up. We just gonna do this because I'm not eager at all.
Oh my God.
Since it was a 2.
Doesn't
You
it
wanna
smell
smell
so
it,
like
girl?
a jar of pickles?
She hates pickles, so this is gonna be rough. Just
Oh, it smells actually not that bad.
all right, pour it down. Let's do this.
Oh, here you go.
Let's thug it out.
Are they coming out? There.
They're a little hard, but
They are hard.
all right.
Pickle rocks.
God is good. Oh my God, no.
Now you know how we feel.
Yo. I'm trying not to be dramatic, but this is actually terrible.
What would you rate it out of 10?
I'll swallow it.
A negative 30. This is disgusting. How y'all hear about this?
What? Oh, don't bite it. Don't bite it.
Oh my. Well, those sour pickleballs definitely soured up my day, but you know what does it? Game shows. After the break, Andy is doing her classic game show, which I'm pretty sure certain someone is going to be in. But before that, we have a discussion about if schools are really teaching the essentials. We return in 90 seconds.
And then from this angle, it all makes a star.
I'm a teacher. Let me tell you what I make. I make learning a privilege, not a chore.
Show up
And frustration,
absorb
a
what
tool,
people are giving you.
not an obstacle. I make working hard seem easy, and giving up impossible.
And then we're going to turn the lights and everybody look up.
I make an old subject feel like a fresh thought.
Finally won. What's your reaction gonna be? Yeah, exactly.
And unconventional methods
Okay, what else?
common.
Tadpoles, frogs, spiders, this is their world.
There's nothing.
And then they die. Go ahead, go, go, go.
I'm a teacher. I make more.
Well, so what students learn about U.S. history can differ drastically depending on the state where they live. A study from the New York Times shows stark political differences in social studies textbooks in California and Texas, even though they're the same books with the same titles from the same publishers. And it makes us wonder, as Americans, do you think we should all have the same knowledge and learn from the same book? Or do we let different states possibly sugarcoat what happened in history? I didn't know that was like a thing that happened, is like different states having the same exact book but with different content in it.
No sugarcoating for me. It needs to be the history. That's our history. That's how it should be. It shouldn't be sugar-coated. Things shouldn't be hidden. Everything should be a known thing. It shouldn't be sugar-coated if you're scared to say something, you know? Like, we all have the right to know. We should all learn our history because that's very important to like where we're living today.
Yeah, it's kind of really sketchy that we all learn different things from different books. Like, it kind of makes me
I mean,
feel
I don't
left
think
out.
it should all be the same book per se,
No, but
I
like
do
the
think
same
it should
knowledge,
be the same information.
same
yeah.
facts. What do you guys think?
Nailed it, this.
I think, do I think we should all learn the same things? Well, to be honest, the more I think about it, I feel like we should learn different things in different areas. It's like you learn about different cultures in different areas that are really relevant to wherever you are. But also, like, we learn about, you know, American history, English history, but we don't learn much about Native American history, Black history as you come up in school. And I think that those are things that we should learn about. But how do you put, I don't know if, like, how to put one over the other, like maybe Native American history since we are on their land, or Black history after that since it was built off of Black people. But, you know, I'm just speaking facts, of course. But I don't know what you think, because
Okay, well, first, my opinion is I'm not shocked at all that people are learning different history.
Yeah.
I experienced that, my transition to different schools and different neighborhoods, as well as coming to college. Every time I go to history class, it's a whole different.
Exactly.
If it's a different teacher, it's a whole different perception of history, which is really bad, but that's our system.
Yeah.
As for should we be teaching the same thing or what are we teaching? I feel kind of similar to what Drea said. I feel like where you are or who you are, I feel like you should tailor it to the audience you're speaking to. But I also feel like our American history teaching system is very tainted with a lot of, like, specifically talking about these books. A lot of these books got sugarcoating lies, blatant lies.
No lies. There shouldn't be lies. It's history. Like, it's facts. There shouldn't be sugarcoat.
No, a lot of things in our history is not facts.
Like, and a
lot
lot
of things in our books are not factual.
Well, no, I'm saying our history is factual, so that's what we should know. We should know the facts. Our books shouldn't be.
Do you think you'd be ready for it, though? Like, for example, a lot of the stuff that I've been seeing recently about slavery and, you know, Jim Crow laws and everything like that, like, racism is super nasty in this country, and we haven't even seen really the tip of it. So, I mean, do you, like, I don't know if people would really be ready for it. I do think we should learn about it, but I don't know if people would still be ready for it. Because it's...
the public about it.
Learning about the history of this country it'll be scary, and people are really going to have to look at themselves. But
and that's the problem that we're dealing with right now, people having to do that. But I just feel like, back to what I'm saying, me learning, because I'm in an American history class right now, American political thought.
Yeah.
And just how we're taught that Abraham Lincoln saved us, like me as a Black person,
and that's the
I'm learning that's not true. I'm learning a lot of things are framed to ways that they're not really true. So I feel like it needs to really start with putting facts into books and not telling people what they want to hear. Like, first things first, Egyptians were Black people. Let's start there. Because we still struggling with that in history right now.
Yeah.
And it's in Africa. But yeah, let's go.
Well, it's certainly surprising and interesting to see how this country functions in the schooling system. But we are about to witness the fight of the century because we have our own Andy hosting her game show with Anna and Salitra. I hope they don't kill each other.
All right, guys, I know it's the election week and everybody is all rallied up. But let's do some lighthearted quiz show fun on the College Voice. So today I'm going to be asking Anna and Salitra some American-style questions to see how well they truly know our country. Let me just tell you right now, you're not going to know any of these.
Well, she just said,
I'm just kidding. I have faith.
She just said she's in an American history class.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
I don't mean I'll be listening, girl. Let's do this, though. Let's do this.
Okay. Who wants to go first?
I guess Salitra, me.
Okay, Salitra. Let me get my timer. Hold on, sorry. I should have had this pulled up, but okay, Salitra.
Me.
Oh gosh, okay. Who was the shortest president at 5 feet 4 inches tall? A, James Monroe, B, Thomas Jefferson, or C, James Madison?
Monroe?
No, it was C, Madison.
Madison? Oh, he was short. I know his name. Okay, well, next.
Okay, Anna, true or false? 3 of the nation's 5 founding fathers died on Independence Day.
Oh, wow.
False.
True.
I was going to say true. Why don't I ever go with my gut?
Okay, Salitra. What was George Washington's natural hair color? A, redhead, B, blonde, or C, brunette?
Wasn't he blonde?
He was redhead.
What?
Yeah, I guess
How are we supposed to know? We don't have any pictures of this dude.
You only have him with gray hair, so I don't know.
Yeah, how was I? Okay, whatever.
I don't know.
I guess I'm supposed to read. Okay.
Okay, Which president was so unpopular his own party refused to renominate him, and his response was, "There's nothing left to do but get drunk"? A. Franklin Pierce, B. Millard Fillmore, or C. Zachary Taylor?
B.
A.
Oh my gosh. We're gonna both get zeros.
We look like the Stooges right now.
It's okay. It's okay. I wouldn't know these either. So,
I'm
Sleetra,
pissed.
who
Yeah, I'm
holds
mad.
the record of being the only bachelor to be president? A. Abraham Lincoln, B. James Buchanan, or C. Andrew Johnson?
Buchanan?
Yes.
Oh, dang. Now I have to get one.
I chose one I never heard of before.
Okay.
Shout out to you, Buchanan.
1-0.
Now I gotta get it right.
Okay. Who received $1 million on his 21st birthday? A. John F. Kennedy, B. Richard Nixon, or C. William J. Clinton?
A.
Yes.
What?
$1 million on his birthday.
I mean,
I wish
I'd
that was
take
my
that.
birthday present. Okay, 1-1. Who is the only president to hold the office for 2 non-consecutive terms? A. James Garfield, B. William McKinney, or C. Grover Cleveland?
Repeat that question.
Who is the only president to hold the office for 2 non-consecutive terms?
Okay.
James Garfield, William McKinney, or C. Grover Cleveland?
I still don't know the answer, so C.
Yes.
That's
Oh
right.
my gosh.
I thought you repeated. I would know.
2-1.
Okay.
Salitra's leading by 1 point, Anna.
Yeah,
All
I'm
right.
out here.
Who loved bowling so much he had 1-lane alley put in the basement of the White House?
A bowling
A.
alley.
Richard Nixon, B. Warren Harding, or C. Woodrow Wilson?
Nixon.
Yes.
I could just see him being a bowler.
Don't he seem like a person
Yeah.
that does something corny
He
like
would.
that?
He
do.
would.
He does seem like somebody that do
Yeah.
something like that.
All right, it's tied 2-2. Sleecher, which president was the head cheerleader at his high school?
Oh, girl,
A.
no.
Jimmy Carter. A. Jimmy Carter, B. Ronald Reagan, or C. George W. Bush?
Not no Bush. Not Bush. B?
It was Bush.
It was Bush?
Yeah.
Wow, Bush. Wow.
She said not no Bush.
I would have guessed Bush.
Bush?
The
Really?
confidence.
No, I was not going to guess that.
Okay.
He out here cheerleading.
2-2. Anna, who is the only president to never be elected by the voting public to... Wait, hold on. Who is the only president to never be elected by the voting public to president or vice president? So they were never elected by the public is what I'm getting from this.
Okay.
A. Richard Nixon, B. Gerald Ford, or C. Lyndon Johnson? Lyndon B. Johnson.
C.
B.
Still
Still 2-2.
We both doing
Salitra.
that. What?
Who was the first president to be impeached? A. Andrew Johnson, B. Richard M. Nixon, or C. William J. Clinton?
It's A, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I read that in my history class. He taught me that one.
Okay, 3-2. Anna, which president was ambidextrous and could write in Greek with one hand and Latin in the other at the same time?
Oh, he was cold.
A.
huh?
James Garfield, B. Millard Fillmore, or C. Jimmy Carter?
Jimmy Carter.
No, James
I knew it.
Garfield. I'm so sorry. It's 3-2. Salitra's leading. Salitra, who invented the swivel chair? A. George Washington, B. Thomas Jefferson, or C. John Tyler?
C.
Thomas Jefferson.
C.
Yeah, Thomas Jefferson.
Really?
So we're tied. We're tied.
That was my question.
yeah,
That
but
was-
they told us to wrap up. We tied.
No.
I think the winner
won.
was Salitra, but
I won,
congratulations.
yeah.
You are truly the best American citizen I know. This
What?
was fun, but let's keep going because after the break is the College Voice Blind in Love. We return in just 90 seconds.
You can say with me, imagine what you'd see if every child had a book to read. 'Cause every kid across the nation deserves a book to read, and we can make it happen right now. No, I don't know what you've been told, but kids with books learn so much more. So the mission is for us to get a book to each and every child. So let's join hands, book people unite, unearth hidden passion. Come on, we'll have a good time. Planting seeds of inspiration to motivate some magic to change.
Read to a child today and spark a lifetime of ambition.
The appeal of dating and romance shows has been around for a long time. Just think of The Bachelor, The Bachelorette, and Love Island, just to name a few. Last year, a new show called Love is Blind streamed on Netflix, where it takes the concept of blind dates. You have consistent conversation with multiple people hoping to make a connection with someone. And if you do make a connection, you can't see their face until one of you proposes. That's right, you can't see each other's faces until you get engaged. What do you guys think about this little social experiment? Do you think seeing what someone looks like is an important factor into a successful relationship?
I actually watched this
Me
show.
too. I've
and
heard
it
of
was,
it, yeah.
It was crazy. Like, I totally would not do that. Well, actually, I don't know, because conversation is like my love language. If we have like a good, deep conversation, then I'm gonna be like hard eyes. But but I need to have hard eyes for you physically, because that is part of the relationship. What do you think, Andy? You watched it too.
I watched it. At first, I was like, I'm not watching that. That's so stupid. And then I was like, I might just give it a chance. Some of the couples are still together.
Yeah.
I think, like, part of me thought it was like a little bit, what's the word?
Scripted?
Staged. Yeah,
Yeah.
scripted. I personally have to see my husband. Like, I
feel that.
Like,
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
no, we are not, this is not, no. We are seeing each other. I have to see what you look like.
You have to be
I'm
attracted
sorry.
to them physically. Conversation's great. Like I said, love language. But Anna and Tri, what do you guys think? Would you do it?
I don't think I could do it. I mean, I have to see what you look like. Not that looks are everything, but it does mean something. So, like, I agree, like, conversation is good, and, like, that could, like, make you attractive, and personality can make you attractive. But if I see you and, let's say, you don't have any teeth, like,
Right. I
there's
mean,
no way.
I definitely need to be able to see who my spouse is gonna be. Like, okay, yes, personality is super important to me, but what's gonna draw me to you is the way you look. I can't see your mind. I can't hear you talk until I actually see you and speak to you. So it's like, I need to see you. Now, is that something I think I would maybe try on like a reality show? Actually, probably, because it's like the concept of it is
What if
actually
they
very
pair
interesting.
you, like, you tell them what you're attracted to, and they kind of find someone that's like that? I don't know how the casting works.
I almost feel like they would try to find somebody opposite of that.
I think that's
Like,
what they do. I think they, like, obviously, they do tests and stuff, like they all
Yeah.
say, but I think it's like so many people are like, it's not, what is the word when you, like, are only into looks? Like, I don't think that's what it is. I just think, like, you should be able to agree that you want to see what your significant other looks like before you get married to them. Like,
Yeah,
I
the
just-
whole marriage thing makes it scary. If it was just like a dating show, then
Yeah.
like that's another story. But
Yeah.
the
I
fact
could do
that
that.
like
I'm not marrying you.
you have to like be engaged the second you see each other's faces.
And I don't think I could have an honest conversation, because the whole time I'd just be trying to picture what they look like. Like,
Yeah,
I'd be
that's
like,
what they would say. They're like, I'm just trying to think about what you look like right now. Like they'd be on either side of the wall, just like listening to each other. And I wonder if it was like a psychological thing going on, like when they really were having like these
I would go
really
crazy.
deep conversations,
Well-
if it made them more attractive when they saw them.
I've had this conversation with some of my friends. I feel like I can actually tell sometimes what this person might look like. Like, if I'm gonna be honest, I feel like sometimes I can tell it's like who I'm talking to, if they're black or not. And that's like, that might sound really weird, but I think if I was to be talking on the phone with somebody, I'll be able to. You can obviously
I would
tell
agree with that.
who
I
they
mean,
are,
that's-
like
yeah.
what they look like. But I feel like certain people have kind of voices that you can kind of decipher between.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
yeah, I have to be able to see you. Your voice can be very appealing and everything, but I need to be able to see you. So
Yeah,
that's how I feel about it.
I agree with you on that.
All right. So, well, that's all we have for today. Please follow us on Instagram at thecollegevoice_KSU for more behind-the-scenes content. And find us on YouTube at The College Voice to find all full episodes from our current and past seasons. Tune in tomorrow at 9 a.m. at kentwire.com for our Extra Life special. You do not want to miss it. Peace out.
Your daughter just had her first breakup. Do you A, put yourself in her shoes? B, console her?
Don't worry, sweetie. This is gonna happen a lot.
Or C, find her a new boyfriend?
Nice single boys. That was weird.
As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.